डॉक्टर के.एस. प्रसाद तिरुवनंतपुरम के अभियंता हैं। उन्होंने अपनी पीएचडी पेट्रोलियम और इंजीनियरिंग एनर्जी में देहरादून से की है। वे आईआईटी बॉम्बे तथा बिजनेस स्कूल ऑफ वॉशिंगटन यहाँ से एमबीए उन्होंने किया है और अभी वो एक प्राइवेट कंपनी में वाइस प्रेसिडेंट की जिम्मेदारी संभालते हुए पवई में संस्कृत के विषय में बहुत उत्साही हैं और वो भारतीय नॉलेज सिस्टम इससे बहुत प्रभावित हैं, जो हम अभी बात करेंगे। और भारतीय नॉलेज सिस्टम उसमें क्या क्या ग्रंथ है, क्या क्या उपलब्ध है, उसके बारे में उनका बहुत अभ्यास है, उसके लिए बहुत उत्सुक है। आईआईटी मुंबई, आईआईटी बॉम्बे तथा आईआईएम मुंबई से संस्कृत शिक्षण में अग्रसर हैं और पवई में इस साल के अंत तक सहस्त्र मुखेषु संस्कृता, सहस्त्र का अर्थ है 1000 लोगों को संस्कृत बोलना आना चाहिए, इसका उन्होंने क्या कहते हैं संकल्प लिया है। तो इस कैंपेन के हम भी उसमें वॉलंटियर्स हैं और हम भी उसमें अपना योगदान करना चाहते हैं। तो मैं प्रार्थना करूँगी और मैं आपको संतोष बताऊँगी।
सदाशिव समारंभा शंकराचार्य मध्यमा अस्मदाचार्य पर्यंता वंदे गुरुपरंपरा। भारत मातुः चरणारविंदे हम प्रथम मदीय नमस्कार। हम सरल संस्कृतेन वदामः। यदा कदा अवगमनं न भविष्यति चेत् पृच्छतु, न अवगच्छति। हम तस्मिन् समये आङ्ग्लभाषायां वदामः। आङ्ग्लभाषा इत्युक्ते इंग्लिश्। मम हिंदी भाषा तावत् सम्यक् नास्ति, अतः अहं संस्कृतभाषा जानामि, भाषां जानामि, नो चेत् आङ्ग्लभाषा। प्रथमविषयम् इति एव मधुरा भगिनी तु एकसप्ताहपूर्वमेव 1 वीक् बिफोर् तस्याः मनसि चिन्तनम् आगच्छति, एका कक्ष्या अत्र पवई नगर्यां करणीया इति। तदनन्तरं सा एतस्य कृते वाट्साप् सन्देशं सर्वं लिखित्वा प्रेषितवती। केवलं 5 दिनानन्तरम् इदानीम् अहं 50 एतादृशं 39 छात्राः 39 छात्राः अत्र सन्ति। एतत्तु बहु आनन्दस्य, महान् आनन्दस्य, 39 students in this class, just she has not even called people, केवलं WhatsApp सन्देशं दृष्ट्वा 100 जनाः तस्मिन् WhatsApp वर्गे सन्ति, 100 जनाः आगतवन्तः, किन्तु 40 छात्राः 41 स्टूडेंट्स् उक्तवन्तः वयं कक्ष्यायाम् आगच्छन्ति, we will come for the class इति उक्तवन्तः, लिखितवन्तः 1 2 3 4 वयं सर्वे दृष्टवन्तः। किन्तु अद्य प्रातःकाले अहं चिन्तितवान् 35 एव आगच्छति इति, किन्तु 39 स्टूडेण्ट्स् इति आगतवन्तः। एतत्तु बहु बृहत् गौरवस्य आनन्दस्य विषयः। अग्रे केवलं प्रथमदिने आरम्भशूरत्वं उत्तमजनाः यदा आरम्भं कुर्वन्तः सन्ति ते न परित्यजन्ति, इत्युक्ते 12 दिनस्य कक्षायां 12 दिनस्य 12 डेस् कक्षायाम्। अतः प्रतिदिनं सार्ध एकहोरा एव 1.5 hours सार्ध एकहोरा अत्र नियमितरूपेण आगच्छतु, सर्वे आगच्छन्तु। के आगच्छन्ति प्रतिदिनं? हस्तमुपरि कुर्वन्तु। के आगच्छन्ति प्रतिदिनं? 12 दिनस्य कक्षायां प्रतिदिनम् आगच्छन्ति। भवती न आगच्छति, किमर्थं न आगच्छति? हस्तमुपरि करणीयं, सर्वे कुर्वन्ति, भवती अपि कुर्वन्तु। 12 days if you come here प्रतिदिनं संस्कृतमुखात् आगच्छति धाराप्रवाहेण। तत् सा एव निश्चयं करोति, तया सह सम्भाषणं करोतु। अहं न जानामि तस्याः कार्यक्रमस्य रूपरेखा, किन्तु सैटर्डे
8 to 18
12 days कार्यक्रम संडे अवकाशदिन महसां निर्णयं करोति इदानीं एतत् सर्वं मा चिन्तयतु आगत्य एव कालेज् इट् इस् लैक् somebody getting employment first day to leave मिलेगा क्या पूछ रहे आगत्य अनन्तरं 12 दिनम् अहं संस्कृतायां दास्यामि इति चिन्तनीयं चिन्तयति यदि भवती एतादृशं चिन्तयति चेत् निश्चयेन मुखात् संस्कृतं धाराप्रवाहेन आगच्छति इति मोदी का ग्यारंटी न प्रसादस्य ग्यारंटी संस्कृतं सरला भाषा मधुरा भाषा नाम मधुरा मधुरा भाषा रमणीया भाषा सुंदरी भाषा कठिना न के चिन्तयन्ति अत्र संस्कृतं बहु कठिनमस्ति हस्तम् उपरि करोतु Sanskrit is a difficult language to learn. Who are think like that? I will count the number of people on the 12th day also. So at least some people think Sanskrit is a difficult language to learn. तस्याः पाठनपद्धतिः तया सह राजश्री भगिनी अपि पाठयति वयं सर्वे नूतनसंस्कृतछात्राः एव इत्युक्ते अहं तु किञ्चिदपि संस्कृतं बाल्यकाल मम बाल्यकालसमये न पठनं कृतवान् अहं किञ्चित् पठनविषये किञ्चित् न्यूनमेव बाल्यकालसमये पठनविषये मम रुचिः अपि नासीत् I had no much interest in studies in my childhood. But I had an elder brother who was kind of brilliant and all that. So school first rank subject मिलता था. So in 8th we had the option. I am from Kerala originally. मलयाळ भाषा पठनीयवाग्रे संस्कृत भाषा. अहं चिन्तितवान् रामः रामो रामः एतत् सर्वं मम स्मरणीया न तिष्ठति. अहं तु मलयाळ भाषा एव पठितवान्. मम ज्येष्ठभ्राता तस्य बुद्धिः अधिकः अतः सः संस्कृतं स्वीकृतवान्. तस्य 100 मार्क्स् अपि लब्धम्. अहं चिन्तितवान् मम कृते एतत् इस् टु डिफिकल्ट् फॉर् मी. अहं कदापि अपि संस्कृतं पठितुम् अपि तस्मिन् समये इच्छितवान् अपि किन्तु कोविड् पूर्वं 2019 समये एव मम सहपाठी एव राजश्री भगिनी अस्माकम् IIT मध्ये कक्ष्या केवलं 10 छात्राः एव तस्मिन् समये कुमार महोदय सः अपि नूतनछात्रः एव तस्य आयुः 70+ एक्साक्ट् अहं न वदामि 70+, but he also started learning just 4 years ago. And let me also tell you, how many of you know how to read alphabets like this? E and all that. What of you know how to read this, right? How do you know? You don't know how to read this? Yeah. Everybody here knows how to read this, right? This is essential, it's important, but it is not mandatory. सः तमिळ्नाडुतः तमिळ्नाडु मध्ये एंटी हिंदी एजुकेशन आसीत् तस्मिन् काले अतः तस्य हिंदी ज्ञानमपि नासीत्. When he started learning Sanskrit, he did not even know this. He knew all the Tamil alphabets, but not Devanagari alphabets. This is called Devanagari, it's not Hindi alphabet. It's called Devanagari alphabet. And for information also, Sanskrit does not have any lipi. So people think Sanskrit has lipis. It's not Sanskrit lipi. Sanskrit as a language does not have a lipi. Sanskrit can be written in Malayalam. Sanskrit can be written in Telugu. Sanskrit can be written in Devanagari lipi. Sanskrit can be written in Kannada lipi, Gurjara Bhasha lipi. It can be written in the language. So it's actually a nationally integrating language. But when we got independence at that time, the government of India thought we should have a common lipi for Sanskrit, and so they adopted the Devanagari lipi for Sanskrit. So most of the textbooks that you see are written in the Devanagari lipi, but there are enough lakhs of books in Sanskrit written in Malayalam, in Telugu Bhasha, in Gujara Bhasha, in Kannada Bhasha, so many other languages. So it is a lipi-less language. This is the beauty of the language. So it is actually a truly integrating language for the country itself. अभी साना आने लगा है, तस्या का सामने का सामने तो प्लीज थोड़ी माफ he started learning from the alphabets 4 years ago and learned this language, and today he is able to speak very fluently. At the age of 67, 66 he started. So you can imagine. And after that he got so excited about it, he went and did a MA in KJ Somaya College, Mumbai University. Just now he completed also. I asked him, I will do PhD. He wanted to do PhD also, but he said writing is difficult. बहुत लिखना पड़ता है, इसलिए तो मैंने नहीं कहा. But he has got all the intellectual horsepower to do a PhD right now. But he says to go there and do a lot of writing and exams. He says, to make up. So he finished his MA and he's now, I think they will not be suspended, right? Agree. So that means he can learn at that age. I think all of us here can learn. प्रतिदिनम अर्धा हो रहा है, half an hour प्रतिदिनम न्यूनाति संस्कृत श्रवणाय पठनम. So there are 4 steps of learning, right? So there is reading, first there is listening, then there is speaking, then there is reading, and there is writing. So this is the order that we follow for the next 12 days. I mean, Madhura Bhagini and Rajashri Bhagini will tell you not to have any pen, paper, nothing. No ankani, pencil, no lekhani, no pen. You will just listen. केवलं श्रुत्वा 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 एव. यदा बालकः मातुः कथं वयं मराठी भाषा ये वदन्ति जनाः, मराठी भाषां बालकः वदति, कथं वदति? स्कूल् गच्छति वा मराठी भाषायाः कृते? तस्य नो चेत् तस्याः मातुः वचनं श्रुत्वा, अन्येषां वचनं श्रुत्वा, बन्धुजनानां वचनं श्रुत्वा, मित्राणां वचनं श्रुत्वा मुखात् आगच्छति. एतादृशमेव अस्माकं पद्धति. इत्युक्ते 12 दिनं वयं किमपि अपि लेखनं मास्तु, केवलं श्रवणं. श्रवणस्य अनन्तरं 12 दिनानन्तरं मुखात् संस्कृतम् आगच्छति. प्रथमदिने एव लर्निङ्ग्, लिस्निङ्ग् प्लस् स्पीकिङ्ग्. किञ्चित् अनन्तरं 6 मासानन्तरं, मासत्रयानन्तरं किञ्चित् संस्कृतविषये मम अधिका रुचिः अस्ति चेत् किञ्चित् रीडिङ्ग् करणीयं, किञ्चित् रैटिङ्ग् करणीयं. तदनन्तरं भवती वर्षत्रयपूर्वमेव पठनम् आरम्भं. 3 years back तस्यापि संस्कृतज्ञानं न आसीत्. इदानीं तु संस्कृतभारत्याः बहवः परीक्षाः सन्ति. We don't have to do all that right now. But right now, our focus is just listen. Keep your mobile phone. Mobile phone, aeroplane mode अस्ति. तत्र स्थापयित्वा केवलं श्रवणीयम्. यदि वयम् एतादृशं कुर्मः चेत् प्रसादस्य ग्यारण्टी अस्ति. 12 दिनानन्तरं वयं निश्चयेन संस्कृतं मुखात् आगच्छति एव. वयं सर्वे संस्कृते सन्ति. एकं द्वितीयविषयः अपि अस्ति. संस्कृतम् इस् अ वेरि सैन्टिफिक् लाङ्ग्वेज्. सो जनाः चिन्तयन्ति संस्कृतम् इत्युक्ते वेदम्, उपनिषत्, एतत् सर्वं. Just for information, only 5% of the content that is available in the universe today in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is the Angala विकल्प है. तो तिरुवनंतपुरम को त्रिवेंद्रम किया, वो लोग मुंबई को बम्बई किया. इसलिए तो संस्कृत अभी अशुद्धमेव, संस्कृतमेव. So what I'm trying to say is, it's such a beautiful language. So everything has an order in it, and only 5% of the content that is there in the universe available in Sanskrit is about Veda and Upanishad and religious texts. Vishnu Sahasranamam, Lalita Sahasranamam, Bhagavatam. Only 5%. 95% of the material available today in the universe in Sanskrit, is non-religious. But unfortunately, in the country, even at the time when the constitution was written and all that, and Constituent Assembly was formed itself, Baba Sahib Ambedkar actually wanted to make Sanskrit or Sanskritam the national language. But it did not get the kind of response required from the other people. So finally, they made English the linked language. And it's a different subject itself. And today I am telling you, India has attained independence for the last, I think, 75 plus years. But are we in a state where we really have freedom? स्वातन्त्र्यं नास्ति. केवलं आङ्ग्लजनाः एतत् सर्वं पत्रं हस्ताक्षरं गतवन्तः. किन्तु अस्माकं चिन्तनम् इदानीमपि आङ्ग्लचिन्तनम्. Entire thinking of ours has been tuned to become clerks for the West. So that is what our entire education pathway is. So this is the movement to change the whole thing. And it is a very scientific language. Scientific language in terms of, you take from the time that we can even think of, 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, whether it is architecture, it is Sthapatyasha, whether it is civil engineering, whether it is Vastu Shilpa Kala, whether it is Asha, Kalidasa Kavyam and all those kind of kavyams, whether it is Khagola Shastram, astronomy, whether it is Jyotisha Shastram, astrology, whether it is Bhautika Shastram, physics, whether it is Rasayana Shastram, chemistry, whether it is Ganita Shastram, Leelavati and all that, it is all written in. And our people in the West have copied all this shamelessly and have sold it back to us, and our own children, including myself, because I thought getting a Western degree is important, so I also went to the West to learn. So I'm not saying don't go to the West to learn, because that is social proof, but what I'm trying to say is, what is all being taught here for centuries has been copied shamelessly, including our own theories of Pythagoras theorem, and all has been copied and made as Pythagoras theorem, where it is Bodhaya Sutra Kolki, it is there for 5,000 plus years in this country. So we don't know the wealth in which we are sitting, and we are blindly following the West. I am not saying everything that is happening in the West is wrong, it is not what I am trying to say, but the best of the West and the best of the East is what we need. And Sanskrit can be the biggest. It's such a treasure box that if we can open it, it can open the realm of possibilities for us. Simple thing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G to Z. Okay, which are the vowels in that? Why is it called a vowel? Can anybody tell me why is A, E, I, O, U a vowel? And the rest 21 are called consonants, right? Why is it called a vowel, the A, E, I, O, U?
Because the tongue doesn't touch any palate or seal or any such thing like O.
Are you from the linguistic side or just it's correct, answer is correct.
Yeah.
That's these are asprishta iti vadati. The tongue doesn't touch is the actual explanation of that, which means there's no tongue movement in that, and the voice is all coming from here. So these are called swaras. And the rest of it is called vyanjanas or consonants. And even in the vyanjanas, at the first level, the tongue doesn't touch, but you need a tongue, because the sound comes from the bottom of the base of the tongue. So these are called kantavyas. Na is anunasaka, This is called, in English, is called guttural. It is called kantavya in Sanskrit. So there is a science behind all of this language itself. Everything is structured. You can ask questions. It is not like English, where I is silent, T is silent, L is silent, K, no, W is also no, NO is also no. You can't question it. You have assumed it is like that. But in Sanskrit, you can question everything. Why is it like this? What is the root dhatu? What is the pratipadikam? What is the pratyaya? You can ask questions and you can get the root of the akshara. So na. It comes from here, except the north. It comes from the kantavya. The next one is cha. So that's called talavya. This nya. It is from the base of the flat tongue, the flatness of the tongue. Not right. Third one is murthanya. Between the tip of the tongue touches the, what is called, I think, talu or whatever. Cerebral. So murthanya. So third. And if you catch your tongue, you can't say all this, because you need to touch the tongue there and then rest with the air. So the next one is dantavya, which is third. Now you need to have the teeth. That's why little children without teeth, they can't say third. Because they just can't say that. And the last one is pa, ba, bha. So there's a lot of airflow in that. Pa, ba, bha. And you need to have the lips for that. So try not touching your lips and say pa, ba, bha. You can't say that. You need to have the lips. So there's a science behind everything. It's a completely phonetic language. And you go to the normal people who are doing phonetics and all that for speech therapy, they have an English trained phonetics. But actually, if somebody does a good research on this, and there is a gentleman called Dr. Sampadananda Mishra who is in Delhi, in Rishipur University. Disorders of children just through Sanskrit. Okay? There are a lot of millions of examples. I will not get into all that. I just want to wish this class good luck. Okay? Etasya esha lakshya yashasvi bhavet. Then be prosperous. केवलम आरंभः एषः केवलम आरंभः इत्युक्ते केवलं 39 छात्राः अत्र आगतवन्तः अस्माकं लक्ष्यं सा उक्तवती पूर्वमेव अस्माकं लक्ष्यं सहस्रमुखेषु सहस्रजनाः संस्कृतेन वदेयुः इति अस्माकं कार्यक्रमस्य नाम। एतस्य कृते केवलम् एतादृश बहवः कक्ष्याः अत्र बहव्यः कक्ष्याः अत्र कोवै मध्ये इदानीं प्रचलितः सन्ति। IIT मध्ये अस्माकं सिराज केन्द्रम् अस्ति, ततः एव वयं सर्वे इदानीं संस्कृतं इदानीं पठन्तः सन्ति। ततः आरभ्य गङ्गाप्रवाहमेव, अतः एतस्य गङ्गाप्रवाहम् अग्रे अपि वयं नयामः। सर्वे मिलित्वा अस्माकं सहस्रमुखेषु संस्कृतम् इति लक्ष्यस्य लक्ष्यपूर्तीकरणं वयं नीत्वा